Hey, welcome guys. Oh, what happened to my video? It's hold on. Let me try to do it again. I got to reset this. We got a nice little show for you today. Hold on, let's see if we get my phone screen up there again. And all right, yeah, I got it. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, we have done it again this morning. Let's go through our top picks. So if you missed the VIP show, if you're not a VIP, went through our top picks 9 a.m. this morning. First one was Plug, Shopify, and NVIDIA were our top three. Then we had two others for you, which we'll get to. Okay, so Plug this morning. If you got in at pre-market during our show, you're up. Great. We just did an analysis with Rexman over at Rockspear Trading, and we're both pretty much aligned. You know, the first target's around $13, but I'm thinking this can do a $15 to $20 move. Look at the weekly. Look at the RSI is really low. So we had news on this. By the way, just to recap, if you're not familiar with story trading, we look at things from catalyst perspective. How does that catalyst impact sentiment and fundamentals? Triangulate that with technicals to come up with your trade plan. So this morning there was big news on Plug. Our VIPs, we went through the press release and we discussed why we thought that was big news. So we're not going to do that here for the show today. But Plug looking really good here. Maybe it can bounce off this 1230. And look, highly shorted position, 22% short. I think this is squeeze season, just like we saw with Carvana. I think you're going to see all of these former growth stocks do those squeezes, and it's just a matter of time till it triggers. So Plug, I'm looking for $15 to $20 targets. You know, on Carvana, we kind of missed that big move, even though we called it. We didn't play it because I was suspicious about the fundamentals, but I don't think I'm going to let this one slide. Joseph, how you doing today?
Yeah, doing great. Loving Plug. Yeah, that was definitely the top pick, and it's been working out nicely from when we got in. And I agree with you. I was watching Rex and you speak, and Plug looks great for much higher than 13. If we can break that 13, looks really beautiful.
Yeah, and of course it depends on the market. If something happened right now, the market, I see nothing to slow down this market, but you never know. Macroeconomics.
I think that's exactly the point, Ben. I think that's the market we're in. You can't fight it. You have to give in to the bullishness of the market and have more conviction and ride it for longer. Like you were telling me earlier, it's swing time now.
This is a perfect environment, less trading, more swinging. less like you can still trade around the core, but bigger money is made holding for days to weeks in this environment right now. All
Yeah.
right. That's plugged. Then we have Shop, our second pick. I mean, this has been a pick for us for a while, just honestly based on technicals. I didn't really have a strong catalyst on this, but fundamentally, it's a solid company. And you can see where it was in its heyday up in the 170s. And today, is it today? Today it broke out. We saw this at the end of the day yesterday. For those of you listening to our post-market wrap, we identified a few stocks that had very strong closes last night. Man, what was it? I think it was Shop, NVIDIA, and there was another one.
It was Meta, also Meta.
Because Shop, NVIDIA, and Meta had really strong closes last night. So I actually added to Shop last night. Our target was always the 200 DMA at about $78, and it's on its way there. That was our second pick for you this morning. Our third pick for you this morning was NVIDIA. NVIDIA, we've been talking about for a long time. I mean, it's just these upgrades keep on coming, 500, 550. The chart looks beautiful, this divergence. Look at the RSI. Can you see this here? The RSI has been declining while the price has been increasing. That's always a formula for a big jump yet to come. So this is just getting started, man. This is really just getting started. I think Rex was looking for 65. I was looking for 480. I know my buddy Vince is looking for 500. So things are looking really good for NVIDIA. Those were our top three. All right. We had another one for you that failed. Not going to always get everyone right. And that was a sentiment play on Delta Airlines earnings. So let's put that one aside. We did cut it out early this morning when we saw the relative weakness. Now, the other pick we had for you, we actually gave it to you as a swing because I didn't know the exact timing when it's going to take off. Now it's up 2% today, RRGB. And we just got major validation from Rex on his show. So RRGB was introduced to me Monday night on Wolf Financial Spaces. There were about 10 picks that were made by the panel, and this one was the one I liked the most. And I made a little indicator for myself, like research this more. So I did a little research on the fundamentals on RRGB and looked at the recent catalyst, which looks really strong. From June 5th, they're doing a sale leaseback, $29 million sale leaseback, looking to do more sale leasebacks, and that money's coming in to do share buybacks, company share buybacks, as well as paying off the debt. And what's beautiful about this, you have that catalyst, you have the fundamentals. What's beautiful about this, you have 21% short with the stock near a 52-week high. That's a formula for a coming squeeze. So I have and now after the Rex show, I got really good conviction in this one. And this one's another one where the RSI is lower than the prior peak, but the price is higher, roughly. Let's see. Not quite. Well, pretty much. Let's see. It was around, not perfect, but the RSI is lower with the price similar to where it was on this day here, April 10th. All right, so that's another indicator I like. Riding up the 20 DMA, look at this W pattern. I mean, I just can't see anything bad about this. Everything I see is bullish on RRGB right now.
Yeah, RRGB is very nice. And I think it's a good time to get in because it hasn't had that big move yet that you're waiting for. And the whole, the analysis by Rex was incredible, talking about that tail break. And he showed us many examples of if it can break that tail, it's going much higher.
And that video is available for VIPs. Actually, hold on. Let me, it's a good thing you mentioned that. Let me make sure that our VIPs can see that in the archives. Let me just activate that here.
If anybody isn't a VIP member, one of the biggest pluses that you get is collaboration with Ben and other expert traders. So you have and when you see alignment between Ben and these other guys, it's incredible. You can really bet on that and bet with conviction. So that's a nice.
So that video is in there now. It's in the archives. Just go to storytrading.com/app. You can download our app for free. There's a 1-week free trial for our VIP features, and that gives you access to all our special videos. Speaking of, Air has earnings tonight. This is our baby, our perfect model stock that we drove. We took from $250 to $25 last year and then got back in at $7. It's still holding this one. So Air has earnings tonight. Post-market wrap is at 4 p.m. So probably we're going to end up analyzing the press release live on air at 4 p.m. for our Story Trading VIPs. Conference calls at 5 p.m. I'm not going to do a live for that. I got to get out of the office, but we'll be here to look at that press release as it comes out and potentially take action on air and after hours. So that's high on watch for today. Now, one that I did miss today, Google, and I just got to be more careful looking at my news feed. So Google's on my watch list. I have 300 stocks. So if you go to a watch list here, every morning, what I do, I go in here from 4 a.m. roughly. It depends when I wake up, 4, 5, 6 a.m. And I'm just like refresh down, refresh down, refresh down. And I'm looking for news, and I'm looking for news that's going to be market moving. And Google just gets mentioned so often. It's like tagged in so many articles that I think that's why I missed it. I just overlooked it. So Google had huge news this morning. That's a catalyst. It's good for sentiment. They're launching Bard AI in Europe and Brazil, and Google has been a laggard. It really needed to catch up with the other mega cap tech. So I totally, unfortunately, missed this, but we just did an analysis with Rex, and I don't know that right here, right now is the best time to take it. It might be 124. He seemed pretty bullish, actually. He thinks most of this move is going to hold. So I really like this. It's got everything, right? You got the fundamentals of a great big cap company. You got the catalyst and the sentiment of ChatGPT now, Bard AI launching. ChatGPT is Microsoft. Bard AI launching in Europe above the 20 DMA here. So this one looking like it's heading to all-time highs. It's got some catch-up to do with some of the other big cap tech stocks. So Google is one we missed this morning. I like it now. I started adding some for my kids and for my own retirement account today. But did we pick up any for the fun today, Joseph? I don't even know.
Google, we did. We picked up some leaps actually.
Some leaps. All right, we're late to the party on Google. So, but we got the other ones there. Plug pulling back a little bit. Not happy to see that 1230 is not holding. A little bit surprising. So we'll have to see what happens with that one there, and we'll see. You got to manage your risk and figure that out. Okay, so GoodRx, that was our top pick yesterday morning, and it's continuing. And we thought it would continue. So is this the second day of the move? It is the second day of the move, and 695 was. Yesterday, I think I told you guys I was looking for the possibility when this thing was like still below 6, maybe. I was even telling you about the 7s, 8s, or 9s. We got in at 555. It was on our pre-market show, 555 yesterday, and we slammed it as one of our larger positions at 555. So 7 major resistance, really 695, like right around here. It's not only resistance, but it's a breakout level. So we did analysis with Rex, and basically we're on the same page because I was looking for right here. I was kind of looking for 8 to 9. And that's what he had also, 8 to 9 on GoodRx after great news with CVS yesterday. CCJ, we missed. I think we owned this from before, though. But CCJ, Kathy Wood started buying this for one of her funds. I don't know if it was RK, which fund it was for. But CCJ, uranium stock, it's I like it as probably one of the best ways to play uranium. You look at this big W pattern. So I think this is a major catalyst of stocks like at a 52-week high. And I think it could keep going from here. Rex made a good point. It's a very volatile stock, extremely volatile. But if I had to bet, I would say maybe it's going to have a bigger slope than usual because Kathy Wood's getting into this stock really improves the sentiment on this stock in the sector. So maybe it's not going to have the volatility that some people are used to. And maybe it could just break out from here and move dollars higher on CCJ, potentially.
Yeah, CCJ, by the way, we've had in the long term. We actually, I guess it's luckily because we just did it because we review one of our things that we do, me and Ben, we review the long-term allocations, and we decided yesterday to cut some uranium and put it more into CCJ. So we actually, made our CCJ.
Let's see. Uranium, URNM is up 3%, and CCJ, maybe it didn't work. Oh, a very slight difference. 3.4% versus 2.75%. Yeah. All right. Did we sub SMR or did we rotate that into CCJ?
No, we kept SMR and CCJ.
All right. So that's our uranium exposure. SMR, much higher, much riskier than CCJ. Okay. Yeah. Those are the top ones. All right, folks. Wolf. Wolf was a top pick the other week, and it's crawled back up. Yesterday, we pointed out this beautiful intraday W formation right there. Wow, that was so bullish. We saw that yesterday, pointed that out in our community, and this thing is rocking and rolling towards the next target here again, a retest of this intraday high, $69.63. At this point, probably comes tomorrow, and then like to see that tag. That 200 DMA. Coin, unbelievable, man. It's like crazy because when we did this analysis, I think it was $87 here. This was the top of this candle I pointed out. As yesterday, I said, oh, it broke 87.63. And I said the next target after 87.63 is 100, right? That's what the technical analysis showed, right? And then, but then you get like this big pullback, and then you get these downgrades from all the analysts this morning, lots of downgrades. And I started doubting myself. I don't know, did we take any action on my doubt this morning, or did we hold our coin?
No, I really pushed back because I've seen that when you give a target with conviction, I mean, unless the story really changes, and I don't think the news that came out really changed the story, and Bitcoin is so bullish. So yeah, we didn't shave any.
So, and the catalyst here was U.S. judge ruled Ripple sales do not constitute an offer of investment contracts. So, some regulatory news here, which is positive for coins. So it's crazy, just like that. Like with our target, we said it. It's like 100. 100 was where we go next, and then you go to 84. You're like thinking, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Then boom, in like 5 seconds, you're basically at 100. So it is like pretty crazy. But I'm glad we held on. I think to our common shares there on coin. Still looks like it's heading to 100 or higher on coin. Unbelievable. All right. I think that's, are there any chats here? Any questions? Let's see. If you have any comments or questions, we could take something, but let's just scroll through this. I mean, the market's bullish. Honestly, you can pretty much throw a dart right now and be doing well. So you got to be invested in the market right now. It's a great time to be invested in the market. You are going to overperform if you're able to grab some of these catalysts, monitor the news feed, see which one has a strong catalyst for the day. Those stocks will do better. It's also good to have a nice core position of stocks you're holding overnight, because we're seeing gap ups in the morning, every single morning right now. This is a really, really bullish time for the market. All right. And with that, any closing thoughts, Joseph?
No, really, covered it all. Another good day, thank God.
All right, we'll be back at 4 p.m. for our VIPs to cover the Air earnings. A press release coming out at 4 p.m. Hopefully, we'll see an opportunity, and we'll never know. We'll see. So if you want to join us for that, storytrading.com/app. We'll see you at 4 p.m.
Okay, take care.
Take care. Goodbye, everyone.